Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Mason City, Iowa, home of the Mason City Mohawks. The Des Moines Oak Leafs will play them this evening in the fourth to the last game of the season. And with me I'm Brian Michael. With me as always is Andy Wade. Andy, we were chatting before the game. This is pretty big for both of these teams, really. Mason City probably more, and the Capitals tonight. If you're listening, you're rooting for us tonight. You don't have to admit it, but you're rooting for us tonight.
Yeah, well, you could just look at the varsity standings right now, and Mason City sitting there in the sixth spot, but they 30 points. Capitals at 25, and the Capitals are trying to fight to get in. Mason City's gonna be playing the Capitals next week, and Mason City really needs these points to kind of hold their spot. And that's what they're going to be fighting for today and tomorrow is trying to find a win to be able to solidify that sixth seed. And then for us, I mean, we're looking at just staying in that number 2, and you got Omaha Sioux City playing today, and they're right behind us, and I almost want Omaha to win just to kind of solidify, us for the national tournament. But that one's kind of a gimme game, so we'll kind of see what happens. Some scores to look at through today.
Yeah, and Sioux City then ends up in KC for the last 2 games. So if you're the Capitals and you're 5 points back, there's only 8 points left.
Right.
So you can really do the math there. So they have to beat Waterloo twice, right? And they gotta beat Mason City twice, depending on how things go,
right? Or at least once.
Yeah,
they gotta win 3 or 4. I think to really solidify. I mean, there's going to be other things that can happen, and they might get into the 8. But if they split tonight and tomorrow, and they split next week against Mason City, you don't know what's going to happen. Which makes for an exciting last weekend. But tonight we just got to come here and we got to take care of our business. We got to play better than we did last night. We got to have crisper passing. We got to move the puck and a lot of shots. Looking at Mason City's warm-up, Radcliffe, their starter, wasn't in warm-up, so they got Redfern, who was basically their backup, playing 10 games this year, 3-5 record, 4.63 goals against with an 80% save percentage. And then they have their backup Barr, who hasn't seen the ice at the varsity level yet. So what that tells me is we got to have a fast start. We got to put a lot of shots on, look for some rebounds, look for getting the goalie to move, get them uncomfortable quick. And then we can dictate what's going to go on for the remainder of the game.
Well, and last night, uncharacteristic in the fact that we did give up a lot of shots. We were bragging before the game about, we don't give up a lot of shots. And then last night we gave up a lot of shots. And to a Waterloo team, that's good, but, probably shouldn't be giving up that many shots.
Yeah, in Waterloo, they came in, they have a lot to fight for, right? They're still mathematically in the playoff hunt, but now a lot of pressure on Waterloo. They got to take 2 from the Capitals, and then they got I think a couple games against Quad Cities, so they got to fight in them. So
it's doable for them if they play. I mean, if they play the way they did last night, they put up 5 points against, 5 goals against us. Not a lot of teams have done that.
Well, I think one other team put 5 goals. And I think was that over in Lincoln, maybe when we lost to Lincoln early in the season.
Yep. In Kansas City.
Yep.
So, I'm not sure what's happening here.
Well, getting ready for the
intros.
This is a beautiful arena. I love coming up here. It's done right. They got the music, they got the lights, they got a little bit of everything. Perfect size, I think, for the community and the teams that play here.
And here comes Mason City.
Mason City celebrating their 50th year anniversary, which is pretty cool. They had a big announcement, so a little bit more presentation here.
What I gathered, they had, a father-son type situation. Right. Fathers had played before, and there were probably 6 or 7
Oh, they're more than that.
Yeah, I mean,
think
they're
it was closer to 10.
Yeah, maybe 10,
if not
which
more.
to me is a big number.
Yeah.
This afternoon,
So pretty impressive hockey history here, and we'll actually get into that. That's one of the trivia questions tonight. Andy doesn't know it yet,
Oh,
but I got one teed up,
can't wait for that.
and he's not going to find it on Wikipedia either.
Were you talking to the locals?
I'm not going to reveal my sources, but
Okay.
you're going to want to stick around for this one. It's actually it's a good story.
start with your starting lineup for the Des Moines Oak
I hope I shock you and I know it.
At forward,
Just on a whim.
And you might. I mean,
Just on a whim.
Yeah, like you might. But I don't think so. And
Okay.
even if you do, it's a really good story.
It is a good story.
Yeah.
Okay.
forward, number 28, Tyler Rowland.
Well, we're doing intros, so we'll let you listen.
Yaku Tomachek. Number 31 at defense, Spencer Coltrane. Number 36, defense, Jackson Freer. And in goal for the Oakleys, number 30, Aiden Zimmerman. And now your starting lineup for your Mason City Mohawks. Number 9, Dominic Despenez. Forward, number 21, Helen Contreras. At forward, number 27, Dylan Beaver. Defense, number 18, Jack Green. At defense, number 90, Austin Lloyd. And in the net, number 29, Zane Redford. Now will you please rise and remove your hats for our national anthem.
Andy, we've heard a lot of national anthems. That was pretty unique.
Right.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard one like that.
Today's youth player of the game is Jackson Larson. Jackson is 8 years old and is in second grade. Jackson plays in the white bottle, and his favorite thing about hockey is being part of a team. Thank you, Jackson, for being our youth player of the game. As we celebrate our 50th anniversary, we are very excited to be joined by Ron Hanna for our honorary puck drop to celebrate Mason City Youth Hockey's 50th anniversary. Ron is one of the 10 original founders of Mason City Youth Hockey. His wife Dolly was an important part as a scorekeeper for every team at every level for 15 years. Ron has held every position in youth hockey minus driving a Zamboni. He refereed the very first game in the old outdoor rink behind where Sears was, and retired as the oldest registered referee in 2013. When asked if he could share a favorite memory, Ron said there are too many to choose over the last 50 years. Overall, enjoy all of his through all the years. Please help me give a huge thank you to Ron Hanna.
The gentleman that dropped the puck has been a part of this organization for the entire existence, so 50 years. Pretty darn impressive.
Yeah. from running the Zamboni to just being part of the program.
Well, I saw some
First
pictures.
referee.
Yeah, I saw some pictures over there, and they didn't even start indoors. And you remember the old rink?
Oh, yeah.
They showed pictures of that, which, then this rink here blows that away. They couldn't have imagined it looking like this back then. I think it was early 70s, like 76 when they started, somewhere in that range. Well, we'll do them.
I just remember being a kid.
It's 50 years,
in
so
Minnesota,
72.
Fairmont, Minnesota. We came down to play Mason
73.
City all the time, and I just remember playing in that rink,
Yeah.
and it was the coldest rink.
Oh, that was,
I mean, I can
and
never
remember the locker
playing.
rooms were like,
Yep.
yeah. Yep. And, we've been lucky. This group has kind of caught a rebirth of, some new arenas, our arena, this arena. Omaha's fairly new. Waterloo's is fairly new from McElroy back in the day.
Right.
And we got rid of Metro. So Rolly will take a face off, and Coltrane will chip it deep, and he'll call icing on that. Are you kidding me? Nope. He grabs it and comes up along the near side, but Career tries to pinch, and it gets away. Over to Coltrane. It's chipped up and out, and that almost, if that banner wouldn't have been there, the main man on the camera would have gotten smoked by the puck. But he is a goalie dad, so he probably has some sort of skill to deflect pucks. And he's shaking his head. So we'll get a face-off in our zone. And same 5. And that comes back to Creer. He'll backhand one over to Coltrane. Up the boards, gets by Clem, but that's not icing. And Roland's there on his horse. They turn, and it bounces and kept in by Coltrane. He's got a full head of steam. He just, his shot just, defenseman got a stick on.
Just needed to take a quick shot right there. Once he got into that high slot, just take a shot.
I think obviously he thought he could beat him one more step, but good play. Now back to the middle, over to Clem. He'll just settle it back down the Career. He'll go far side near side, and Rolly chips it deep. Rimmed around and kept in. Now comes to the middle, Tomacek, bouncing puck, Becky on his backhand off bodies, and he'll try to throw one across again. And comes to Gooding. Gooding in the middle. He's got it on his backhand, throws one in on net, and that's in. And that's a 1-0. And Jack starts us off again.
Yeah, last night he had the first goal, and tonight comes back in and gets us started.
You can't stop him.
No.
You can only hope to contain number 23, Jack Gooding. That's his 3rd goal in a little over 3 periods of hockey. And he had some golden chances last night for his hat trick. Just couldn't connect, and we'll take that. Andy's points of the game were fast start, and that certainly qualifies, and Michael will chase that down and rim that over to Friedrich. Friedrich up the boards, and now out to Gooding, but he loses control, and Becky kind of overskates that back in the zone. Michael will have to track that down, and he goes up to Shep. Shep chips to the middle, loose puck in the corner. Now comes to the slot, blocked by Gooding, and he'll chip it up to Shep. Shep up the boards and loses control of the puck. Goes cross ice. Becky tips that deep though. And
they're going to get
checked from behind. Control the puck here, guys. But we take a quick shot, and we'll get a power play with 15:05 left in the first period. And we'll go on the KV Homes power play.
And they gave him a rough on that. Check from behind, so.
It was a check from behind. It wasn't very malicious, but it was a good call, in my opinion.
Yep.
That's over to Creer. Creer back over to Jakub. Jakub cross ice and in Clemenson skates. So we'll start over. Career will just have to throw that deep, and it's up in the air. Bouncing puck, chipped by Michael. Now Lorebecki will tap that over to Jakub. Back to Lorebecki. Down low. And he'll skate to the red line. Clemenson skates to the middle. He's got a lane. Sauces one over to Jakub. Now to the middle to Michael off his skate, but still in the zone. And we'll set back up. Whiffed on the pass. Now Creer Now back to Clemenson. Now over to Yakub. Yakub down low, chips wide, kept in down low. And now back over to Lorbecky. He takes a shot. Michael bouncing puck. And get an elbow to the head. With 1:10 left in the Best Portable Toilets power play. Andy moving the puck.
Yeah, we're moving it around, and we're trying to find that open guy there in the front. We're just not making the best shot selection right now, but we're getting it around. We're keeping it inside the zone. Just keep doing that. Wear those guys out and look for that cross-ice pass.
So Michael drops that off to Creer. Now over to Yakub. Yakub off to Creer. He'll take a shot off somebody. Shot by Yakub, and he keeps it in. And he'll try to feather one in, but off some shin pads. That'll go deep to Lorbecky. Lorbecky gets it. He'll skate. Now to Clem. Clem's got Yakub all alone. Gets it. Tries to get it to him, but over to Michael. Now Michael over to Clem. Now back to Lorbecky, and that's a goal. That was a good play. And we'll take a 2-0 lead on the Quality Traffic Control power play with 13:40 left in the first period.
I mean, what made that goal is they were going cross-ice back, which made the goaltender have to continue to move, and he got so far, one way. Laura Becky right there sitting in the middle was able to catch the puck and kind of basically an easy tap-in goal.
So now I'm pretty sure that qualifies as a fast start. That's over to Creer, over to Coltrane, now up to Rowley, now up to Creer. He takes the puck. Actually, I'm sorry. That's rolling. We got Shep and Rowley playing on this line after the power play. So here comes Coltrane. He makes a guy miss. He'll skate and tries to get a pass, but off some skates. And this is number 9 for Mason City, their leading scorer. And they are stacked. Their first line is their 3 leading scorers, and they've got plenty of points this season. So hopefully they won't get any against us. That's Creer. He drops one off the Coltrane. Skates to the middle. He's got a lane. Take a shot. Yeah. That's loose. And he kept it out. And that's what you want to do. Let's just get it on net. And
well, you want to test this goaltender's feet. You want to test him at all angles. You want to see what he does when he goes low. All those little things as the game progresses, so that you can, continue to feed off of what he is struggling with.
Now Creer over to Yakub. Yakub takes a shot, rebound shot, still loose, and now that goes cross ice. Now over to Michael. Michael up to Creer. Creer takes a shot and saved by the goalie.
A lot of shots coming right away. I'm having a little bit of trouble keeping up on every time you said shot on the iPad. That's good.
Well, yeah, of course it's good, Andy. We'll take the face off. That's Lorbecky. He pushes it forward. And Michael will grab that, and he'll have to battle. And now he's got the puck, and it's loose. He's jabbing for it. And he gets a little shove for jabbing for it. But it was loose, but the ref lost track of the puck, and we'll have a whistle and a face-off. 12:26 left in the first period. Puck goes low, and good job there by Michael to keep that in, but chipped up and out. We've got a race for the puck, and Jackson will win that. And he'll skate it behind the net. He's got his head up. He's got a full head of steam, and you're not going to stop him. And he's onside, skates behind the net, and finds Michael up at the point. Actually, that was a pass over to Tomacek, but that's broken up. Clem skates to the middle. He's still got it. He drops it over, and a battle ensues, but that's back over to Friedrich. Teddy takes it deep, and he's got Clem down low. Now into the slot, shot, goal, and that's Lorbecky. for the third goal of the first period. Andy?
Yeah, it's been all locals,
Yeah,
right? And then when we talked
yeah.
about having a fast start and just continue to build on, we had to play better tonight than we did last night. We're definitely been able to do that.
Are those shots right?
8. I have 8.
8-0?
8-0. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say relative to the performance we saw last night, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
And this is the team that we normally see. And that puck goes over to Shep. Shep will chip it out, and that's Gooding. He'll pick it up with a full head of steam. He's got Rowley, and on his backhand, he's got Shep in the slot. Takes a shot, bounces behind the net. Jack gets pinned up against the boards, comes up, and Teddy keeps it in off his skate and gets by him, but he slowed it down enough so Coltrane's back, and he takes the body, so the puck goes deep, and Friedrich chips it up to Gooding. Gooding will just skate it behind the net to buy some time and space, and he'll find, nice play by Mason City to break that pass up. He had Rowley streaking down the near side. And now Mason City gets that deep. That's Coltrane. Just absolutely undressed a guy, but the puck is loose, and Sim will cover. He deked that guy out of his you-know-what, and he flew into the boards. That was probably one of the best puck retrieval deke moves I've ever seen. I wish someone's got to clip that. That's Wade. Wade goes up to Creer. Now backhand over to, that's Elliott, and he gets it to Shiz. And Shizzle will take it behind the net, power move in front, and not sure how we didn't score there. Creer takes a shot, and Shizzle was the screen. Now back down low. Now back in front, that's Cooker, backhand, and Shizzle tracks that one down, and he'll just skate around. He's got Elliott. Elliott there, takes a shot, and glove down. Good play. Good effort by that line. And last night, Andy, all three of those guys contributed.
Yep.
We had Shep in the box for 10, and they're tearing it up this shift.
Well, one of the things that we talked about last night, too, was they didn't get in until the third period, and now they're getting in the first period. I think it just helps with the flow, helps get a little bit of different matchups, and, and it's a different team, but it's still, you get them in there for a shift, see what they can do, and then you kind of work your 1 and 2 versus a different line from Mason City.
So Creer battling and getting held, but it comes back out to Shizzle. He'll skate to the middle. He's got a shot, and glove down by Redfern. And we'll get a change and a face-off with, we got Creer and Wade on the backside, and Rowley, Tomacek, and Clem up front. That's rolling. And the face-off is still in the dots, and that's Tomacek. He takes a shot, and rebound is loose. Goes to the corner and up to Creer. Creer takes a shot, deflected wide, bounces to the other side of the net. And bouncing puck, and gets by Wade, but Clemenson's back to help out, and Creer breaks up the pass. But backhanded, picked off, and shot, deflected high and wide. Thank goodness, because Zim didn't see that deflection. And it goes down low. Now Wade breaks that up. Shot, bouncing puck comes in front, hits the bottom of the net, and up to Tomacek. He hits it with his skate, so no icing there. Now rimmed around. That's rolling. Now back to the other side. Teddy grabs it, takes a shot off some shin pads, and Mason City will skate the other way. Teddy's there, takes the stick. Michael comes back behind. He'll feather one up to Rowley. Rowley chips, and it comes back in. We got a hand pass by Mason City in the zone, so the face-off will come to the red circle outside the blue line.
I like our flow.
Yeah, we're looking good.
We're looking good. We're trying to hold the blue line. We're not giving up anything as odd man rushes or anything like that. So that's like the way we're looking and the way we're skating.
It seems like, I can't hear what they're saying on it. It seems like they're communicating, maybe.
Yep.
And they're playing pretty well with 8:37 left in the first period. And faceoff comes to the defense. Comes back in. Michael breaks that up. Now goes down low. Teddy battling. And he comes out with it next to Gooding. Gooding up, but bounces on the defenseman, so he'll have to spin, and we've got an offside on Mason City. Shots 12-1. You are not hallucinating.
No. Well, and you can tell by just the ice, looking at the snow on each end.
And that comes in on net, and Zim will just cover. And we'll get a face-off. And Gooding, face-off comes to the far side. Michael will take that, and he'll pass it up to Shep, but he whiffs. Comes out of the zone, though, and now picked up along the near side and gets by Michael, but he'll backhand one over to Teddy. Teddy bounces one up to Lorebecki and bounces back to Teddy, and he'll just backhand one in. But doesn't go past the blue line, and here comes Mason City, shot wide, and Zim will just throw that to the other side. Shep will have to just backhand that one up, and bouncing puck, Michael takes that, and he'll pass it over to Gooding, bounces off the far side, and comes around, and Mason City will try to get it out off Lorebecki's skates. Now Shep's got it below the net. He'll battle, and comes back the other way, and that's Coltrane. He'll take a shot, and that's wide, and bounces around to Mason City. And Creer is back, and that's Jack trying to lift his stick. And good teamwork there. Jack lifted his stick, and Creer took the puck, and here comes Coltrane. Coltrane up through Clemenson's skates. No icing. And he'll go to town, trying to get the puck, but it bounces up and kept in the zone by Coltrane. Now Rowley takes a shot. That's wide. Tomacek cleans that up on the far side, chips it deep. He's got Rowley. He lets it go for Clem. Clem's got it. Clem goes far side to Creer. Creer takes a shot off some skates, and Rowland will pick that up and battle along behind the net. He's got it. Tries to backhand one out in front, and Mason City will just clear, and that's not icing. I think maybe Coltrane tipped that on the way out, so he'll rim it on the far side, and it goes behind the net. And Mason City controls, but picked off by Tomacek. And up to Clem, and taken away from him, coming back the other way. And shot. That's high. And to the near side. Bouncing puck. Still loose. Now there's a shot. Shoveled away by Zim, and we'll battle along the boards. And here comes Rowley. Takes kind of a high stick, in my opinion, but Rowley will just chase that down. There's going to be icing on that. So 5:48 left in the first period. Oakleaf's with a 3-0 lead. And Andy, we're the first of three, and I learned something last night that there's only one time that you were wrong on that.
Yeah.
Like JV and varsity?
Yes. One time.
In 4 years.
In 4 years. It was against the Capitals. The Capitals were the first ones to three.
Okay.
And they had a 3-goal lead, and we came back and won.
Was it a Turkey Cup, or was it just Capitals game?
I think it was just a Capitals game. Can't remember exactly which one, but I do remember it was against the Capitals.
So we're the first ones to three tonight. So statistically,
projection 99%, we should have this, but you got to play the game.
That's shot by Gooding and just wide. Michael will have to backtrack as Mason City skates it forward. They try to feather one in, and that's offside. And we'll have a face-off with that all too critical 3-0 lead. And Michael will get that up. And Anderson bouncing puck. And he'll just get it deep. But not all the way, so there's an opportunity there for Wade to keep it in, but it gets by him. Now over to Michael, and he'll try to just go quickly up to Wade, and that gets thrown in on Zim, and Michael will clean that up. He'll throw one up to Anderson. Anderson spins. He's got it to Bird. Bird throws it deep, and McDaniel will battle along the far side. Bouncing puck on Wade. Uses his skates to keep it in. It's still in, and it comes out. And Bird will just throw that in on net. And that's a shot on goal, isn't it?
It should be, but they don't count. They haven't counted it.
And Michael will just skate that in, takes a shot.
And he got a goal.
There was a whistle somewhere. So no goal.
Well, I think we have 6 guys on the ice, so we're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, we'll have too many men by a long shot.
Yep.
Like, I'm not sure what was happening there. But we'll do that. And we'll go on the Waukee Wellness and Chiropractic penalty kill with 4:23 left in the first period. And puck comes out to the blue line. They'll go D to D, and he'll take a shot deflected into the netting. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off. And that's Rowley. Comes back to Creer. He's got some time. He'll just bounce it off the wall, and Mason City will set that up. And come up the near side with some speed. Rowley tries to break that up, but they'll skate it in. And will he camp? Will he shoot? He'll take it behind the net and get it up to the D, and they'll skate. Now back to him on the far side, down low. He's looking, but no one there. He spins down, now comes up in front and goes back down below the net. Now we got a shot blocked by Clem and cleared by Yakub in on net, and we'll get a cover.
A little bit
And
of
a
a
face-off
scare there. I think if Mason City was able to get that puck, right there in front, I think they had Zimmerman, slid off to the right. Nice block shot by Clem, kind of keep that away. So
we'll go Gooding, Shepard, Lorbecki, and Creer. And we've got 1:09 left in the penalty kill. And that's Shep. He's battling. But Mason City will skate that out, and they'll take the zone. But tipped away by Creer. But Mason City will control, and they get it out to the D. Takes a shot, deflected. Didn't get in on Zim, and thrown to the other end with 46 seconds left. In the Jay Petticord penalty kill, Mason City loses the puck, and that's Lorbecki over to the red line. Still loose, and comes to the middle in front of the Oak Leafs bench, and Lorbecki will knock his man off the puck. Shot in on Zim, glove down. So Andy, last night, Waterloo had a injury to their goalie, and they brought in Jocelyn Endelman. And Jocelyn is a girl goalie, and Mason City has some history when it comes to girls playing in hockey games. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. Puck gets shot, deflected high, and thrown out of the zone by Michael with 13 seconds left in the penalty kill. 10 seconds now, and Mason City will try to hurry, and they do, and he'll skate to the side. That's Clemenson, tries to get in front. Now Michael, and now we're full strength, and we got another whistle.
Looks like we're going to get another penalty.
Michael for rough. And I'm not even going to comment who the ref is, but he doesn't like Cooper. I'm just going to tell you. So anyway, Andy, Mason City actually had the first girl to play in the league on their team.
I remember reading that over there in the.
Oh, you read it too? Okay.
I briefly read it. I didn't read enough of it, and
Yeah,
I just read the headline.
Yeah, Pat Denny was on the Mason City's team and played most of the season, and the word got out that she was a girl. So they had this big meeting, and they were trying to figure out if they were going to allow her to play in the tournament. We'll get to it later. That's career battles. And goes down to Clem, and Clem tries to get it out, but kept in and passed down low. Now back to the blue line in the corner, and he'll take a shot, deflected in on that, and that's a goal. And 37 will come out of the box with 2 minutes and 1 second left in the first period. It's 3-1 on a power play goal by Mason City. So Andy, they had this big conference call, and one of the blurbs on the newspaper articles, I mean, that was 1979. So when you had a conference call, they had this big conference call, you had to pay for it. Apparently that call cost $500.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, they initially didn't allow her to play, and the rest of the team essentially was going to boycott the tournament, so they allowed her to play.
Oh, good for them.
Yep. So it started right here. And now shot, thrown wide by Zim. And now Coltrane will rim that up to Yakub. Yakub trying to chip that out, but kept in and gets by Coltrane into the corner. Now out to the point shot, deflected in on net. Now Creer trying to clean it up. And Coltrane's got it. He'll throw it into the corner. And Mason City will try to find a guy streaking on the far post, and now it comes back behind and tries to wrap around. And Rowley will just skate that out and gets it out, but Mason City's got it. Now Clem just bodies his man off the puck, back to Creer and over to Coltrane. Coltrane's got a couple guys, so he just bounces one off the boards to the Rowley. He gets by his man. He's got Yakub and Lorbecki. Lorbecki gets that up to Coltrane. Coltrane walks the line and still has the puck, backhands it deep. Down to Rowley. Rowley's got Yakub, but now Yakub's got it. He throws it in the middle, but picked off by Mason City, and it gets out of the zone. Now Friedrich will just have to backhand that one, but doesn't go deep. Now cross ice, and he'll skate in. He'll have a shot. Easy save by Zim, and we'll get a face-off. 36.3 seconds left in the first period.
Well, there was a point in this period where we were out shooting them 12-1, and now they've gotten it back down to be 12-10. And we started off that real fast, and we were playing really, really well. Right now, I think we've gotten back to kind of being a little bit sloppy and a little bit complacent.
Shot in on Zim. It's loose. Now off the referee, so that kind of throws that play off. Now Lorbecki's got to just backhand it out, and that will not be icing, and that's Jack Gooding racing for the puck. And Mason City will stop and turn and pass it up to the red line, and Teddy makes a good play. Good angle on that to force the turnover, and Mason City will get that deep. That's Teddy again, and he'll go backhand one to Michael, and that's a penalty.
That'd be a penalty, and end of the period. It'll be number 9 going to the box for us to start the second period on a power play.
So we'll start the second period on a power play. Andy, I agree. It was kind of the tale of two first periods. The first half of the period we played great, and we were talking about how good we're playing. This is the team we are, and then, like you said, kind of wheels fell off a little bit.
Well, we got a couple penalties back to back. Then we started kind of running, and then just kind of let Mason City creep back in, and then we were just couldn't settle things down and just kind of playing a little bit more sloppy. Kind of images that we did last night. We just got to get back into the locker room, reset, regroup, and reset that, going into that power play, move the puck around, get everybody some touches, go back, cross ice, passing, move it around, get some shots there, see if you can't get an early goal, and then just build on that. And you gotta keep the throttle down. You can't just let up, and play the game.
Well, we'll be back in about 15 minutes. Thank you. Welcome back to Mason City, everyone. Tonight's matchup between your Des Moines Oak Leafs and the Mason City Mohawks. Andy, 3-1 hockey game. The shots were 8-0 at one point in time, and then like 12-1, and now we're sitting at 12-11.
Right.
So what happened there?
Well, a lot of the shots came from, back-to-back power plays that they got. We killed off one, and we went right back on another, and that's where they got their goal. And that's, out of those 11 shots, I mean, 2 or 3 of them, they're pretty good, high quality, right there in front. And then one shot got in on a power play goal. So going into this period, number one, we're starting off on a power play, so it'd be nice to have a power play conversion there. And then number two, let's stay out of the box, get back to what we do, play 5-on-5, move the puck. I mean, that's what we were doing that first half of that first period. Is we were doing some stretch passing, but we're doing some cross ice. We're moving the puck. We're getting it deep. We're first one to to the puck, and then being able to move around in the offensive zone and really start getting a lot of shots on. And we had a couple opportunities on power play, and we converted on, I think, one of them. Let's do it again.
Yeah, and we have, we know we can play the way we need to play. It just seems like, we want to make things interesting or something.
Right.
And, Mason City's got some players too, so we got to watch out, especially that first line. And we talked about them earlier. You look at the top 3, and all of them are on that one line.
Yeah, and they all have 30-plus points. So that line knows how to put the puck in the back of the net. They know how to use each other. We just got to minimize them, kind of just match up, get them to do things that they normally don't want to do. We look at the first 2 times we played this team back in Des Moines earlier in the season. First game we beat them 7-1, and the next game was 7-2. So you're hoping that the boys don't have that as the mindset, because Mason City's a much better team than they were at the beginning of the season. They got good team speed, goaltending. Right now, I think Redfern is holding his own, doing what he needs to do. But we just need to be able to kind of play with a little bit of more urgency and just keep that throttle down. Right? Yep. Don't let up. But we can't expect that in the first period it was going to be 7-0 at the end. I mean, it felt like that's the way it was going to go. But we just got to make sure that we just clean up, the back half of that period a little bit more cleaner.
Well, it seems like we get a lead, and then we kind of, start doing a little more one-on-one, and
a little bit more. You'll see a little bit more toe drags and somebody trying to go through feet rather than, moving it around, using each other, and making them just kind of have to work harder, chasing the puck around the rink.
And like Andy said, we will be on the JT's Slapshot Hockey Shop power play to start this second period. And Andy, the other thing is we didn't win the second period last night. So let's come out here in this second period and take this one. We won the first period.
Yeah, and now you throw that behind you, right? And you got to play, this is your second game of the day right here, the 17 minutes. Win the 17 minutes. It's 0-0, and if you win this period, you're going to have good results going into the third.
So Lorbecki takes the face-off, comes back over to Creer, over to Clemenson, and he'll throw it deep, and we'll chase. Mason City tries to rim that boards off of Tomaszek's skates, and they'll clear, and we'll track that down. Zim stops it behind the net, and number 36, Jackson Creer, will pick it up. He's got Jakub on this side. He's got Clem on the other side, but he'll just skate it in and stop. Gets taken away and kept in by Michael on a good play. And Clemenson's got it. And he'll go right up to Creer, and easy goal there. He just made the goalie go down, deked around him, and threw it in the net. And just like that, it's 4-1 on a Baresh Home Solutions power play goal.
Well, let's see if I grab that. I'm going to try this instant replay. Oh, yeah, I might have gotten it.
Yep, so there's Creer. He skates it in. He gets it out to the point. Michael makes a good play to keep it in and go over to Clem. Clem's just kind of waiting. You'll see Creer kind of sneak in there, and he'll just walk around the goalie and tap it in. And we'll take a 4-0 lead, like I said before, and that faceoff comes to Coltrane, and he'll get it over to Clem. Now back to Coltrane, and He'll backhand one in, takes a little bit of a hit, but here comes Mason City the other way. Creer there, comes across over to Zim. He just throws it behind the net. Now stick check out in front. Now Creer gets that over to Roley. Roley gets it up to Tomacek. He chips it out. Clem trying to clean it off the boards, but Roley's there, and he's got some speed. He'll skate in, and he'll go behind the net and just cycle it back down low to Clemenson. He'll skate to the far side, finds Coltrane. Coltrane throws it deep over to Roley. Roley gets it back out in front. Can't connect with Tomacek, and Mason City will come out the other way. Tomacek trying to get that puck, but does a good job of disrupting the play, and Coltrane will take it over. And he'll come up along the boards, and Mason City just tipped that. But Clemenson's got it now, and he'll skate to the blue, dancing at the blue, and get one over to Coltrane. Coltrane gets it deep, bounces over to Jakub's stick, and here comes Mason City with some speed. And comes over, he'll throw it in on Zim, and he'll try to get in front. Still loose, bouncing puck. That was dangerous. Now to the middle, but on his backhand. Now back out to the corner. Shot in front off Zim's pad and up and out. And Jakub will battle. And comes back the other way, actually. And number 27, Bieber shoots it. He's one of their top scorers. Now tapped up and out, but just a little too far for Shep. Now Lorbecki has it. He'll have to wait for Shep. Throws it deep. We're back on side. That's Shep. And that comes up to Bieber. Bieber looks off a stick. Now Teddy will get that and try to get to the middle, but off some bodies, and that's back to Bieber. Now Lorbecki. And bouncing puck to Shep to the middle. He loses control. And Lorbecki will try to get there first and does. Takes a wild shot. And now Shepard's got it down low. He tries to wrap around in front to Gooding. He had an opportunity there, but just couldn't get a stick on it. And Mason City will dump. And Michael will clean that up and go up the boards. He's got Shep. And Shep will skate and take it wide. Gets taken away from him. Comes back the other way. Mason City 3-on-2. Now to the far side. Michael there. Gets feathered in the middle and shot. And save. It's not in. And that's rimmed out off the post or the crossbar. I didn't see it.
I think it went off the post.
And it was just sitting there for a second. No one knew where it was. Now Michael will clean that up. And just get it out over to Clem. And they'll have to let it go. Michael over up to Jakub. He touches it, just trying to catch Clem. And Mason City comes back the other way and shot. And glove down by Zim, and we'll have a face-off. And we'll take a face-off.
I'm going to see if I got that instant replay on the shot.
So
they
here,
come down.
Yeah, here comes Mason City. And it's off the post right there. And you can see it bouncing there. And Lorbecki cleans it up. Now that's back to Creer. He tries to hit a streaking Tomacek, but comes back the other way, and Creer will just clean that up. And Clem will try to tip that in the zone, but Mason City will control and come back the other way, and shot in on Zim. He gobbles that one up, and we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, we've gotten one shot in this period, and they're saying it was the goal. But Mason City's putting a lot of pressure on right now. We just got to be able to sustain and kind of get the puck in our defensive zone and be able to control.
Wade will battle for that puck at the red line, and it'll come out. Roley will pick that off the wall, bounce it to himself, and he's got Jakub. He'll go to Clemenson, takes a one-time shot, and that's way wide, but Creer keeps it in, takes a hit, and comes out of the zone. That's Tomacek. He goes over to Wade. Wade up to Roley. He'll backhand it to Clem. Clem's got it. He'll skate in. He'll toe drag. Takes a shot. It's still loose, and tipped to the corner by Mason City. High off the boards. That gets over Wade and over the glass, and we'll have a face-off.
Well, good pressure there. Kind of good movement. Using the boards. Noticing the defensemen are off, so he's kind of just tapping it around him. Trying to put the puck in some open ice.
And we've got Gooding taking the face off with Lorebecki and Shep. That comes up to Coltrane and tipped in by Friedrich, but out and over to Coltrane. Passes behind him, so he'll have to just get it out, and he does, and he comes cross-ice to Gooding, and he'll be able to clean that off the wall. He'll chip it deep and battle Crane there for Mason City. Bouncing puck over Lorebecki's stick, comes to the middle to the far side and out. Good pass by Mason City and tipped out into the stands again by Teddy. And everyone's okay. And the person that had the puck come near them did not even drop their pizza, Andy.
Ooh.
Still got it. Gooding. And the faceoff comes in, shot by Mason City. Coltrane will backhand that up to Lorebecki. Does a good job of picking that off, but off some skates and back to Coltrane. He'll settle it down up the boards. And he gets by everyone. And that is not icing, so we'll have a race for the puck. Redfern throws it below the net, but picked off by Lorebecki. But tipped away from him, and Mason City will control. They try to go up the board. He kind of flubs the pass in the middle off of Shep's skates, but Mason City picks that up, and we'll have a race to the corner. Now to the middle, where Becky turns and skates. Now Teddy just flips it out to Shep, but gets by him. Shep loses his stick, but he'll have time to pick that up. And Teddy's got to track that down, but Mason City's going for a change, so he's got a little time. He rims it up to Charlie. Charlie takes a hit, and Mason City kind of loses an edge. It's in the zone, and we're onside, and that's Jack. Jack's got a shot and tries to, I think he just tried to fake the goalie out on a change-up, lobbed it over him, but goalie was there. Redfern made the save with 10:44 left in the second period.
Well, looking at the only other varsity game going on right now, Omaha-Sioux City. Omaha's up 3-1. I think it's in the first period or end of the first period.
Now that's to Michael. He takes a shot, deflected wide. Battle down low by Clem. He's got it. He'll go in front to Yakub, takes a shot, save. And now Clem will skate to the middle. And he'll off some skates, and Michael will break that rush up. And that's offside, so they'll have to check up. Michael's got the puck. He goes up to Clem, just by him a little bit. Now through the middle. And picked up along the boards up to Clem at the red line. Tries to make a low look past Yakub, but just out in front of him. But good stick there by Rolly. He'll skate it in, and he'll take a shot, deflect it, and into the netting. With 9:59 left, seeing some of those drop passes, Andy, at the blue line, we got away with it that time. But
no, we're trying to do something fancy, but we don't need to. And I'd like to see a little bit more of a regroup. We can use the D-to-D, get the forwards kind of interchanging and then opening up for receiving a pass, rather than just kind of throwing it into some open ice. It's just getting to our feet.
Coltrane with the shot and off the pad. Now, that was Clem that got tripped up. No call. Yakub through the middle. Rolly takes his man down. And now up to the far side. Shot, glove down by Zim, and he'll cover. For a face-off with 9:35 left in the second period. And we're still behind on shots, 18-16. But we're up where it counts.
Right.
And Gooding, Shep, and Lorebecki will come in. Creer and Coltrane will stay in. And gets by Creer. He'll go, he'll go backhand to Coltrane up to Lorebecki. Clean breakout there, but bad pass on the breakout to Shep, but no icing here. And comes in front. Lorebecki's there chopping away. Broken up by Gooding. Bouncing puck over to Coltrane. He'll get it to Creer up to Lorebecki. Charlie toe drags. And Mason City will take it the other way with some speed. He'll dump. And Zim will just shovel that one below the net. Still loose. And Creer comes out with it. Tries to toe drag along the boards. And Coltrane will reverse that puck. And Not out at the blue line, takes a shot. Bouncing puck, still loose and chipped out by Coltrane. He'll gather. He'll get it to Shep. And he'll skate in, toe drags, and tries to get a shot off and doesn't. Flipped up on the near side into the ref. And a battle will ensue, and Coltrane comes out with that, now kicked over. And tapped in by Lorbecky. And we'll go for a change, except for Gooding. But the pass is up to Scott, and he'll shovel it to Coltrane, and we'll just go right back up to Cooker. Cooker takes the blue. He's got Shizzle in the middle. Down to Shizzle. Tries a one-timer, but misses. And Teddy will be the first one there. Up off the boards. Now bounces. Glove down by Shiz. He'll get it deep. He'll chase. And rims around to this near side, and that's Elliott. And Cooker keeps that in on a good play. Taps it to himself. Gets taken down. No penalty. High up off the boards over Michael. And this will be icing. And we get a whistle. With 7:43 left in the second period. Still 4-1. I don't know, Andy.
It's not a whole period. It's kind of going back and forth. I mean, if I'd like to see a little bit more shots. I'd like to see a little less toe drags and a little bit more just taking to the outside, using your speed. And if you can't beat the guy, do an escape, wait for some help, go down that middle slot. You'll get more puck possession that way.
Now Friedrich takes a shot off the mask, but controlled by Redfern, and we'll get a face-off on the other side. Now up to Friedrich, gloves it down. Now Mason City will cut in, toe drags over to the far side. Good save by Zim, chipped up over him and behind the net. On an odd man rush the other way and thrown to the far side. Mason City will get that by Michael and by Friedrich. And Cooker will try to get that out to the punt. Bouncing puck in on net off the post. And loose behind the net. Comes through the middle, chipped up. And here comes Friedrich. Teddy will skate. He's got Shizzle and Cooker. And he'll battle. He gets control of the puck, tries to get in front. And still loose, but Mason City will control and get it up through the middle. And Michael will grab that and get it up to Shizzle. But it misses him, and Mason City will take it back the other way. And we'll have to dig that out of our own zone. That's Michael, and he'll rim that up to Cooker. Now back to Michael. And chipped up to Cook. And battle there, still in the same spot. Comes to the middle, Elliott. Now tip to the side. Now Shizzle's got it. We just need to get a change here. He'll feather one up to Cook. Cook tries to tap it deep. It's onside. And he'll track it down. We'll get a change on the back end at least. And that's Wade. And Wade will just bounce it off the wall. Here comes Mason City. Good stick there by Rowley. He prevents the shot. And up and out to Tomacek. And that's Creer, and we're onside as Clem held up. Creer comes in. He tries to fight Tomacek. Just missed him. And that's Rowley at the blue line taking Creer's spot. But it does come out. Now back to Wade. Wade over to Creer. Creer takes the blue. Does a little deep move. Stops. Goes cross ice over to Wade. He keeps it in with the skate. Now he saved a 3-on-0 on that play. That's... He kind of left Dom out to dry there. So pass to the middle and chipped up in, and that's Tomacek. He takes a shot and saved by the goalie. We'll get a whistle with 5:11 left. Yeah, that's one of those plays where if you don't get that puck, it is going back the other way in a hurry.
I don't think he was expecting it. And went to his feet, and then he lost track of where it actually went. It was still in the zone. By the time he reacted, Mason City was all ready to have the puck.
So tap to Tomacek out in front. Gooding battling. Shepard taking a bunch of cross checks. That's Lorbecky. Now to Wade. Wade throws it deep. Lorbecky grabs that. And he's got it on his backhand. Gets tapped away from him. And Mason City will go through the neutral zone and throw it deep and back in front. Picked up by Wade. Wade will skate, takes a hook, and he had Lorbecky. And now Jack will just try to battle along with Dominic. Now over to Creer, and ooh, that was dangerous. They still got the puck. Chipped in on Zim. Good play by Mason City. And a big reverse hit. The guy tried to step up on Creer, and Creer put him down. That's Lorbecky. Now in front of Gooding. Now that's picked up by Creer. And just can't get a stick on it. And passes it over to Shep for the slam dunkaroo far post. And that's a 5-1 Oakleaf lead.
Let's see if we can't take another look at that one.
That was some action.
Yeah. Then slide right over, slam dunk. And that's where you want to go, right? You go, strong side and get back door. Kind of an easy way to find a goal. No goalie's going to stop that one.
So we'll get a face-off in the middle. And comes over to Teddy, and he'll chip one up into the stands again. I think that's the second time Teddy's done that.
He kind of likes the stands, doesn't he?
Yeah. Teddy, the ice is that way, buddy.
He's trying to get high off the glass, but they have high glass here.
Yeah, it's high enough. Not high enough for Teddy. So we'll have a face-off in our zone, and that is Bird, and he'll skate it in. He'll throw it in on net, covered by Redfern, and we'll get a whistle. I kind of like that. Get it there.
Yep.
Let's get a whistle and a face-off. Not a lot happening. So, Teddy and Coltrane on D. Bird, McDaniel, and Anderson up front for the Oakleaf. And that's icing, and we'll get another face-off with 3:51 left in the second period. We talked about winning the second period. So far we are. We got to finish strong.
Yep. Yeah, finish this 3:51, and we don't need any more goals, but I just want to see us play well. Make good decisions, move the puck around.
And face-off comes back to Teddy. He takes a shot, deflected wide, and that's shot in by Coltrane. Back over to Ted. Teddy will battle at the blue line, keeps it in, tries to kick at it, and Coltrane there to prevent a 3-on-1, and comes back deep. Mason City will be the first to the puck. Battle down low, and gets by Rowley. He's trying to chip it up, and chips it to himself, and comes back the other way, though, and in on Zim, and he'll cover, and we'll get a face-off with 3:17 left in the second period. So Creer and Coltrane are on D, and we have Gooding, Rowley, and Yakub. That comes over to Yakub, and he'll try to get it up to Clem. I saw what they did there. And that's chipped up and to the blue line. And Mason City will take a shot. And that's patted away by Zim and chipped up and out by Tomacek. And now Clemenson kind of kicks that, and it goes deep. And Mason City will try to break it out. And they do not. They turn it over. Yakub feathers one over to Clem. Clem tries to turn the corner and does. He gets it deep. He'll battle two guys, and Mason City will come out with that. And it comes through the middle, picked off by Coltrane. That's onside. And that comes over to Clem. Clem's all alone and tries to go to Yakub and just didn't connect. I think he was being a little too unselfish there. Now over to Michael. Michael takes a shot. It's still in front. And the goalie gets tied up. And we'll get a whistle with 2:12 left in the second period.
But I like that we're trying to make plays. I think if Yakub gets his stick on that one. I mean, it's a goal. Even though he's being unselfish. Looks like 2 minutes for a rough. So go back on the power play.
So we'll go on the Ashworth Road Animal Hospital power play with Tomacek, Creer, Clemenson, Lorbecki, and Michael. Comes in. Michael's got it off the face-off. He'll skate behind the net. He's still got it. And he'll just backhand that one over to Lorbecki. Lorbecki comes in. And he comes over now to Michael. He tries that one-timer. Comes across to Yakub, but he misses. Now up to the point to Creer. Bouncing puck over to Clem. Clem will shoot it in off some skates. Lorbecki's going to have to clean that up, and he'll skate and try to find Yakub with the screen. Tip down low. Mason City will try to get it out, but that's Lorbecki. He's got it, and he tries to backhand one out, but Tomacek picks that puck off and that's a one-timer by Yakub and off the post by Clem, and Michael will track that down, and Clem will come out with it, and he'll skate. He'll take a shot. Phenomenal save by the goalie, and we're just peppering him. And that's Clem. He'll come out with the puck, and Michael actually trips Clem. And he'll control. 53 seconds left. Now that's Creer. Now shot. That's wide. We're still shooting. That's Tomacek. And he turns it over, and we'll skate it out, and Creer will have to get it up to Clem. And he takes the blue line onside. He'll take a shot. Bouncing puck. Michael takes a shot, and I think he'll get the goal on a rebound shot by Clemenson, and that'll make it 6-1 Oakleys with 46 seconds left in the second period. And we said that yesterday, and you don't sleep on us at the end of periods.
So a little instant replay. Creer gets it out in the neutral zone. Does a good job. Doesn't allow Mason City to change, and then gets it back in, basically a 5-on-3, and just put it back on net. Comes right back out, right for Michael to be able to finish it.
Well, Cooper had a goal called off right before that. Too many men. And he'll pick up one there. Roley takes a pretty high hit, and they'll have another penalty. And I hope that doesn't turn into this. But that's
it's going to be a number 90 again for a rough.
And he just literally got out of the box. And we have 37 seconds left in the period. And we will once again go on the Baresh Home Solutions power play. I'm not using Gilroy's. Gilroy's, we love you, but we only use you when we need you. And Roley will take the face off. We've got Coltrane Creer, and that comes out to Coltrane. Coltrane takes a shot off of Gooding and thrown down low to Roley. Roley over to Shep. Shep waits, gets it back to Roley, but Coltrane will have to take that over and almost gets by him. Now we have a breakaway, and here comes Mason City. He takes a shot, and that's saved up into the netting. 12.1 seconds left.
So on that, looking at that replay, when it comes out to Coltrane, he needs to be able to recognize there's a player there instead of going across. Just, feather it back deep.
Yeah, the puck kind of bounced on him. Yep. He kind of got left in no man's land. But Zim there to pick him up. And we've got 6.9 seconds left in the second period. And that's Jack Gooding. Face-off still in the dot. And Coltrane gets that out. But Mason City they'll have to wait, and they are way offsides. And that's the end of the second period. Andy, what are you seeing out there?
Well, it was a better period, flow-wise. For us, we're still giving up, some shots to Zimmerman, but I think that's what Zimmerman wants. I mean, he wants to be inside the game and getting those. But I think we're taking care of business special team-wise, and when we get on the power play and we're converting on those, and that's where we're continue to build. What I want to see in this third period is more team, moving the puck, using each other. You can even do the regroups, unselfish stuff. And then just kind of you can work on getting the puck deep, and play that dump and chase style of the game. Kind of work on that. So there's some things that we can work on, especially with a 6-1 lead. But I still don't want to see us, be complacent with this. Still want to see us, put throttle down because we're still working on stuff and playing at a fast pace. So doing those little things.
And we'll go into the locker room with a 6-1 lead, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes. Welcome back to Mason City, everyone. Tonight's matchup between the Mason City Mohawks and your Des Moines Oak Leafs. I'm Brian Michael. With me is Andy Wade and Jason Merck on the camera. And Andy, we're going into this third period with a 6-1 lead, and we were talking about winning that second period. I think we did as well.
Yeah, we did that. We did what we were supposed to. And what I'm hearing from the arena staff is we're kind of on a time crunch here. We're supposed to be off the ice at 6 o'clock. Well, it's 5:41. We have a 17-minute period plus a bunch of stoppages. So we'll see how they do this here.
So what happens here, Mr. Scheduler? Do we have to stop our game?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, here's an easy fix.
Yeah, let's get a goal.
Get a goal here in the first minute 23. Get a power play goal. Then it goes to a run clock, and you got 18 minutes right now, and you'll be done. But you just can't give up a goal.
And I got some news for you. I was checking the scores. Waterloo up 2-0 on Des Moines Capitals.
Is that JV?
Was it JV? Okay.
I bet it's JV.
Yeah, you're right. It was kind of entwined between our scores, but
that's big too, because Capitals are kind of on the fringe. I mean, they're sitting at 4, I think, for JV, right kind of behind us.
Yeah,
so
4-1 still for the Sioux City Omaha game. And the other thing I was looking at was scoring. I was just kind of curious how many points Clem has. He's at 71. We have 3 games left. As far back as I could go, the leader was Marcus Miller with 75. And Cooker last year was 65. And
right.
Hobbs the year before that was like 73. So Clem, and I'm looking back, and everyone else is like 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like it was close. So,
but the league record holder, I still think is an Oak Leaf, and that's Harcharik. And that would have been way back in 2004 or something like that. I mean, and he had over 100 points.
Wow. And to think of the season Clem's had, and you got 25 more points. Bouncing puck, and we're on the power play here for 1:12. So let's get a goal here, as Andy was saying, and get this to a run clock. And that's Career. He'll skate it, and he'll take the blue, and he'll toe drag around and stop at the circles. And he'll feather one out to Michael. He'll go over to Yaku, back to Michael. And he'll get down he'll get one down to Clem. Clem tries to go back door, but off a stick and bounce to Career. And that's Yaku. He comes to the middle to Clem. Clem takes a shot. It's loose in front, and Mason City will clear.
Yeah, and they will clear. And I think you need to clear your throat here a little bit.
Now Michael grabs the puck, and he'll pass that up to Yakub. Toe dragged in some skates. He gets tipped away from him, and 16 seconds left. Michael will throw it up the boards and picked off onside. Takes a shot, blocker wide. Michael grabs that again, and goes up the boards, but promptly shot back in on net, and we'll have a intentional offsides on Mason City, so the puck will come down. The faceoff will be down in our zone with 3 seconds left. Excuse me, I'm still trying to. With 3 seconds left, actually it's outside our zone with 3 seconds left in the power play, and that's Gooding. And Mason City will skate out with that and take the blue, throw it deep. Coltrane there, and he'll rim it up the board to Shep. Shep knocks that down and gets it not out. And Coltrane kind of fans on the pass and shot high and wide, bouncing puck, and he'll corral that and skate it out. Nice pass over to Rowley, just a little in front of him. That's going to be icing, just barely. I thought Rowley had that for a sec. He would have been off to the races with 15-13 left in the third period. Now you got me all nervous, Andy. Like we gotta hurry up.
Well, it's not up to us.
No, it's
right?
not.
So
face off with Gooding. He spins and goes back to Coltrane. He'll take it behind the net and up to Shep on the boards. He'll tip it up, but not out. Shot blocked by Gooding, and Mason City will take a shot in on Zim, but he'll corral that without any problem. And we'll get a face-off. With 14:58 left in the third period. More importantly, it is 5:46, Andy. The clock is ticking. Coltrane backhands that over to Teddy. Now up to Lorbecki. He'll throw it deep. Actually, he throws that in on that glove down by Redfern, and we'll get a whistle. And another face-off. So this is not helping my anxiety, Andy. All these face-off. And Gooding will take that face-off with Coltrane, Friedrich, Lorbecki, and that's Shep. And comes up, gets by Teddy, tries to glove it down. But I think it hit someone on the bench for Mason City. And guess what?
We have another stoppage of play.
We have a face-off. No comment. So Gooding, Lorbecki, and Shep again. Coltrane and Friedrich are your Oak Leafs. Now backhanded up, picked off by Coltrane. Good play. Tries to skate it in. Gets knocked off the puck. And it'll come back the other way. And Teddy steps up on his guy. And he'll get that deep off some bodies. Now to the near side. That's Jack Gooding. Pinballs up with the boards, and Coltrane keeps it in. And Gooding tries to get that over to, that's Lorbecki. Gets knocked off the puck. Good play. Clean hit. Now up the boards to Coltrane. Gets by him. And Teddy will have some time to corral that puck. And he'll take his time, but pass gets picked off in the middle. Shot patted down over to Teddy. Teddy backhands cross ice and picked off again, but good stick there by Shep. And he'll spin and go back the other way. Toe drag attempt. Sticked away by Mason City. Now here comes Scott. He'll throw it deep and behind the net, and Wade will be the first one there. Career battling. That's not a trip. And it comes over to Lorbecki, but just past him now Wade. And Career has it. And he's got Clem deep and finds Clem deep, and Clem's got all the time in the world and tries to go 5-hole and misses. And here it comes the other way, but that was Wade, broke that up. And Mason City will try to get it in, and sticked out by Career. And he'll pick it up and try to skate it out. And does come out barely. Mason City will have to check up. They try to sweep it deep off a Dom's stick. And he'll battle up along the boards with Tomacek. And Tomacek comes out with it. He'll send one over to Career. And he'll stop. And go deep. And that's Rowley. And he's got Yakub in the middle. Rebound still loose, and he skates by it. He was getting harassed there by a Mason City player and couldn't get a stick on it. Now Yakub in the middle. Toe drags. Kind of fooled himself. He goes backhand to the middle to Rowley. Bouncing puck. Still loose. Now Wade will try to step up and pinch. Gets by him and out of the zone, and Clem will clean that up at the red line. And he'll just skate it right in. Now over to Yakub. Tomacek down low. Comes back up, but Michael was not there as they were changing. He'll go D to Teddy. And comes up to Rowley, and he'll get it deep. And Yakub is going to be there to pick up the loose puck and thrown over to Gooding. Gooding chases it down. He has it along the boards. They got two guys on him. And Gooding tries to battle there with Rowley and comes out past Teddy. Teddy will keep it in, and we get a whistle and a penalty.
Looks like on Clem.
On Clem. And we'll go on the DMU physical therapy penalty kill with 11:44 left in the third period. And we did not need this either.
No.
I didn't see what happened. But it was behind the play in our O zone. And Gooding will take the face off. Michael Shepard and Lorbecki on the ice for the Oak Leafs to try to kill this penalty. And out to the blue line. He'll walk the line. Loses the puck. Now he'll just have to throw it deep. And there's a battle down low. But Mason City gets it back out to the blue. He'll skate it in. Now back. He'll skate takes a shot off the crossbar. And Mason City will pass it down low, picked off by Michael, and he'll just get it out. Good play. With a minute 25 left in the penalty to Clem. Mason City trying to decide what to do, and now off the boards and chipped out. And by everyone, and Charlie is there. He'll backhand that one out. Over to Shep. He picks his pocket. He's got one man to beat, and he beats him. He's got it on his backhand, sauced off the crossbar again, so we're even there on a great play by Shep. Good hustle play by Shep. You like to see it. Now down low. Michael will have to dig that one out, and he'll spin and takes a hit. But shot in on net, deflected wide, bouncing puck. And it's on the back of the net. Michael just keeps it there. And we'll get a whistle.
Let's see if we can look at Shep's toe drags. Goes right through there and backhand right off the crossbar right there. Great work by him. You know, on that play, I'm okay with toe drags.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't have anybody to work with.
Yeah.
You
Everyone's back.
You don't want to get deep. You already have support back. So
no, you got one guy to beat. You might as well try to do it. And we'll have 44 seconds left in the penalty. And Rowley gets tossed because Michael was late back to the face-off circle. And comes in, chopped over the net. And that's Creer. And tapped out to the blue line. Now back to the point, to the blue line. And he'll take a shot, deflected wide. Michael there should get this out. And does not. Deflected. And he loses an edge. And now we've got a couple guys loose in the middle. Now back to the behind the net and rimmed around in front of the Oak Leafs bench. Past the circles. Now down low, give and go. And that's Creer. And he'll get it out. And bounces by the Mason City defender with 2 seconds left. And Rowley there to try to force the issue. And now Tomacek will step up. And that was dangerous by Mason City. And Rowley picks it off too, and he'll skate in. He's got Yakub, and just in his skates. Couldn't get a stick on it. Good job by Mason City. Now up the boards. And that's thrown deep. Should be icing. And it is.
it is.
It is icing. So what do you got going on tonight, Andy? What are you doing tonight?
I don't know. Brooke, my wife, and a friend came up this morning, and so I'm gonna let them decide where we want to go eat. Probably some Mexican somewhere. Kind of sounds good.
Yeah, it does. A little margarita.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I should say adult beverage.
Or
margarita. 9:15 left in the third. I think I might come to the game tonight.
Okay.
They have a Bulls game here. I think they are in A3 HL.
Yep.
So I want to check that out. And sauced over to the near side. And he'll cut to the middle, takes a shot. And loose, still loose and cleared. And big hit there. That's a penalty. As he hit Bird up high, and he'll go to the box for 2 minutes. And we'll go on the Jay Petticord power play with 8:49 left in the third period. And faceoff goes back to Creer at the red line. He just waits. Now he'll turn the Jets on, skate in the middle. It's still in the zone, but they'll clear. And Michael has to track that one down. And he'll extract that from the inboards and skate and pass that up to Tomacek. Tomacek skates it in. And he'll just drop that off to Clemenson. Now Clemenson over to Michael, over to Creer. And didn't have a pass, so he'll skate it behind the net. And skate it in front. Now shot. And deflected wide. That's Yakub. He's got Michael streaking down the middle, but timing was just off just a little bit on the pass to Lorbecky, and comes out, and good play there by Mason City to kill a little bit more time. They'll throw it deep, and Creer will have to pick that up, and he'll gather steam behind the net and skate it in, and he'll skate it in deep and controls it. He's got a guy on him and loses it, but that's over to Yakub. He tries to get it deep and does, and it gets by everyone over to Clemenson. He chips it over to Lorbecky. Lorbecky gets taken off the puck, but still has it. And he'll backhand one over to Clem. Clem over to Michael. Michael back to Lorbecky. He still got it. Takes a shot off the post. And we got 30 seconds left. Now over to Clemenson. Now he skates to the middle. Deflected wide. Lorbecky backhands one. Michael just overskated that a little bit. Would have had it with 19 seconds left. And passed up to Clem. Clem over to Michael. And he'll skate. Creer will skate that in with 9 seconds left. Takes a shot. Bouncing puck. And that's Yakub. Yakub throws it to the middle. Clemenson there. And we've got 1 second left. And that's the penalty. And Clem gets taken down. Michael picks that off. We would have had a breakaway the other way and throws it deep. With 6:41, can't get that next goal, Andy.
No. Well, we're winning the post game, though, because
yeah,
I think we've hit 4 and they've hit maybe 2.
There's Coltrane. Takes a shot wide. That was a good shot. Just missed it wide. And picked up by Rowley in the middle. Dekes a guy, but tipped away from him. Good play by Coltrane. He'll skate in. Tries to toe drag, but gets taken away from him and back the other way. Teddy's there. Weak shot in on net, and Zim will cover. And we'll have some activity after the play. With 6 minutes left. And we have 2 minutes before we have to be out of here, Andy.
We're supposed to, but I'm going to guess they're going to let the game go until it is finished.
Well, they should. And Jack will take the face off and tip down to Teddy, over to Michael. Michael rims it up to Shep. Shep misses the puck, and so it comes back deep. Bouncing puck in on Michael skates. And he'll have to take it in. And he'll just turn on the jets and skate it out. And he'll keep skating. Gets tipped away from him and back the other way. And Teddy will have to get back. Shot in on net. Saved by Zim. And we got another face-off. Shots 30-30.
30-30, and pretty even matchup. But we're just able to a little bit more goal scorers on ours and a little bit more depth of getting past the goaltender. And
face-off, push to the corner. Creer will battle behind the net. Tipped over to Wade. Dom backhands that up to Lorbecky, and he'll go up the boards and out. So Mason City will have to wait and check up, and that puck will come in the near side. Sticked away by Creer, and it goes deep. Gooding there. And Shep. And Creer. Gooding, nice pass up to Shepard. Shepard to the middle of the Lorbecky. Lorbecky turns, skates, beats his guy. Shot. You do not want him shooting from there, but good save by the goalie. And bounces out to Creer. And he'll have to wait and takes the blue. Tries to dangle out to Lorbecky, and he's still got it. Kind of backhands it in on net and covered. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off with 4:53 left in the game. Oak Leafs with the 6-1 lead. I was going to check that Sioux City score.
Right. It's got to be pretty close to being final.
Now back over to Creer, and he takes his man off the puck. Good hit. Now off a body, in on net, and glove down by Redfern. So it's 4-2 with a minute left in the third, so that game's probably over. You're right, Andy. The Varsity Caps game starts at 7. Pass over to Tomacek. Takes a shot, and it's saved. That's Creer. It's bodied off the puck, and we get a whistle and a penalty on Creer. And Dom comes back to defend that shot and deflects it into, well, that's actually off the glass, so that's still live. We got to touch it up yet. They have their goalie off, and it comes in off a skate and backhanded pirouette shot wide. We still haven't touched up on this penalty yet. And shot in and still loose, and we still haven't touched up. Shot wide, bounces behind the net, and Wade will touch that up. And I think Creer will get something, and we'll go on the RBC Wealth Management penalty kill with 4 minutes exactly left in the game, 6-1. And we'll go on the PK with, looks like we got Shizzle, Elliott, Cooker, and Michael. Well, I'm not sure. Is that Clem? No, that's Cook. No, Michael will try to get it out, and it comes to the blue line. Now to the top of the dot, shot in on Zim. No one to deflect that or grab the rebound. There was no rebound. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 13 seconds off the power play. And that's Shizzle. He wins it back to Michael. Michael has to track it down, though. He spins, and he goes up off the glass, and it comes out. And all the way down to the other end. And we'll go to the dots. And comes to the near side. If they hurry, they got to rush here. And comes in, drop pass. Michael will force him wide. Good stick. Bounces up in front of the net, but harmlessly high. And that is the worst feeling you can get as a defenseman when you lose your footing at the blue line shot. That's wide. Shizzle tries to get it out, and Michael will go to battle down low. Comes out to the point. He takes a shot. Dangerous off some bodies, now hacked. Michael's still there. He's trying to win it and does, and gets it out. And that's 53 seconds left in the penalty kill. And we're going to change the tires. That's Gooding. We'll try to smoke him out. And comes up to Shep under his stick. And now off of, a Mason City player takes a shot over the net. Teddy takes a wild swing at it, but doesn't get it out. And comes to the middle. Gooding, and that's Shep. And he'll throw that deep. 26 seconds left in the penalty kill and 2:21 left in the game. And it comes over to the far side. Chip deep, that's Teddy. And he'll get it and promptly get it out to the other end, and that should about do it with 9 seconds left in the penalty. And Lorebecki forces the pass to the far side. Up the boards now, Gooding. Now to Lorebecki, he'll just get it deep, and we've got 1:55 left in the game. 6-1 lead. Let's just be smart here, keep it deep. And we'll battle up along the boards with Lorebecki. And Mason City will come out with that. That gets by Friedrich Michaels there. And he'll skate the puck. And he'll come up the boards to Shep. Shep backhands one over to Lorebecki, and wild shot comes in. And gets taken away from Shep. He'll battle up along the boards. And poked over to Michael. He'll get it up and out. Hand pass. But Michael touches it up, and he'll go back over to Teddy. Teddy tries to thread one over to Shep, cutting through the blue line, but picked off. And Mason City will come the other way with just over a minute left in the game. Battle behind the net with Michael. They still battling. We get a whistle. With 58.1 seconds left in the game. And we are about 5 minutes late on the drop dead time. And we'll get a change. We got Yakub, Creer, looks like Wade, Rowley, and Clemenson out on the ice for the Oak Leafs. And faceoff goes to Wade. He gets it over to Creer. Creer spins, goes stretch pass to Clemenson, and just there's a battle in front. The goalie came out. It's covered finally. And we'll get a whistle. A little bit of excitement there, Andy, in the last 47 seconds. The music tonight has been impeccable. And Rowley will take the face off. And gets kind of pushed away, but Clemenson will skate the puck behind the net. And just trying to kill some time. And he'll get it up to Creer. Creer takes a shot, and that's wide. And 33 seconds left in the game. Picked off by, and that hits Jakub in the skates, and I think it kind of surprised him. And that'll be offsides now with Wade. Wade gets it back over to Creer, and he just sends one up to Rowley. That's a icing call, and 13 seconds left. We'll have a face-off way down at the other end. And Rowley's kind of laughing at that one.
Well, I think everybody's laughing at it because you could hear take it off his ankle, and a little kind of surprised him more than anything.
Yeah, I don't think it hurt him. I don't know. Maybe it did, but
he popped back up.
Yeah, it took him down. So 13 seconds left, and Creer backhands that over to Wade. Wade will get that up the board to Clemenson, and we'll get it to the red with 2 seconds left. And glove down by Zim, and that's the game. And the Oak Leafs will walk away tonight with a 6-1 victory. Andy, quick.
Well, we did what we were supposed to. We came in here and we had a fast start. That's what we wanted to do. Didn't play a great first period all the way through. First half of the first period, awesome. Second period, you came out, you did what you were supposed to. You won that period. In the third period, 0-0. But we didn't do anything to hurt us, and we kind of played pretty good hockey, spread out and kind of using each other, and did all the little things. So, a little bit better than we did last night. I feel happy about that. We just got to do it again tomorrow morning.
All right, we'll see you later. Thank you.